Are you planning on travelling in a motorhome or campervan with your children? For more than a week or 2 weeks, if you're planning on going on a long family road trip, it can be interesting. We spent a year travelling in a motorhome as a family, and we have got some tips and tricks to share both for you as parent and for your kids so that they don't lose their minds and you don't lose yours either. So, I can't remember what I'm going to say next. It's going so well.
We're talking about a good time. We're chasing every moment, all the good nights. We're always looking out and it's a good life. We go around the world for a show.
Hey, it's Kat from the Road Home Travel blog, Wandering Bird. Today is a video for everybody who wants to travel with their kids or teenagers in their motorhome or campervan and experience a bit of van life with children on the road. Rather than just giving you my take on the whole travelling with kids thing, I thought I'd actually bring one. Who's done it?
Hi.
So when we got our first motorhome, obviously we spent some time travelling with you on the school holidays. And we've been all over the place. You were 14? 15?
14, I think, going on 15.
Okay. 14 going on 15 when we got our very first motorhome. And then we decided to homeschool Jade for a year between 15 and 16. So we spent most of that year in the motorhome exploring Europe. So she's got lots of advice and tips for your kids mainly, but also for you on how to not ruin them and how to still talk to them at the end of your trip.
Yeah.
You were still talking, it's all good. So, first question is, I don't know, what should my first question be? Did you like travelling in a motorhome? Or do you like travelling? I should probably explain actually before we start. I've got a dog, as people might up, but also Jade is now 18, almost 19. It's getting quite terrifying now.
I realised that's been so long then. If it was like first 14, 15,
Yeah,
it's
it's
been
been almost
years.
3 years. 3 and a bit years.
Wowie.
Yeah, because you were nearly 15. It was May. Your birthday's in June.
Oh yeah, because when I started doing homeschooling, it was nearly...
It was just the other side of 15.
Yeah.
We'll do a video about that at some point as well. So, what did you think of... Actually, no, let's start at the beginning. When we first got a motorhome, what did you think?
That it was a midlife crisis.
It probably was, to be
Same
fair.
with all the motorbikes. I just figured the motorhome was like your midlife crisis.
Not
and
my
then,
midlife
And then the motorbikes were Dad's midlife crisis.
Okay.
So.
Do you think it was my decision to get a motorhome more?
I honestly don't know. I can't really remember whose decision it was.
I
I think you both just spoke about it and didn't actually expect to do it. And then you did it, and it was like, same with Matt.
It was when we went to Bordeaux, wasn't it? And we had real trouble finding somewhere to stay with the motorbikes where we didn't feel like horrible people because we dared to have motorbikes. And that's when we decided to get a motorhome. So then we bought our first little motorhome, little ship.
Yeah, it was baby.
And you had a little cubby hole.
I did. I had a little cubby hole.
Did you like your little cubby hole above the bed, above the thing?
And at first, I did actually. I really liked that little like space. I thought it was really cute. I had a cute little window right by my pillow, and baby. I had a cute little window right by my pillow, and it was just really cute. I liked it. There wasn't a lot of space over sitting up, so I couldn't. That was the only thing.
Sit up in the bit above the.
That was the only thing I didn't like because where I was, especially at the time where I was like reading a lot more and drawing, I didn't have a lot of space to do that, and I was like my neck was hurting quite a lot. So most of the time, I'd either have to go outside or sit in a little like downstairs bit.
So you had an above curb bed, and we had the bed at the back. So that we had two separate areas, and that's something I think is so important when you're travelling with kids, especially slightly older kids, that they have their own space to escape from the parents. Yes, nod, yes. You do need your own space.
It's needed, especially for long like journeys, because although it's great that you're all going on a trip as a family, like everyone needs space once in a while, and sometimes when you're travelling for, especially when we moved in like weeks of travelling, like sometimes you just need like a little bit of space, otherwise kids get more stressed out and stuff. So. Yeah.
That is probably very... It's quite intense, isn't it, staying in a motorhome altogether?
Yeah, especially when it's days of driving and there's not a lot of, like, going outside and stuff.
Yes.
I think that's when it gets a bit tough.
Yeah, it can get a bit much. So, okay, generally speaking, as life on the road, did you enjoy it, the year we spent in a van?
I did. I did like it. There were times when, obviously, like we were saying, when you're driving for ages, it gets a bit, like, stuffy and you need to go out or something. But other than that, I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed every part of it. I enjoyed everywhere we went to, all the places, the food, the people that we saw, and all the adventures that we went on.
Where was your favourite place to go?
It's between... it's between Germany and Italy, mainly, and then Switzerland close behind, baby.
Okay, I'm going to put it back. Come.
Getting overexcited.
He's getting overexcited. Right. We're going to scratch at the door now, the entire trip. So, where do we get to?
Favourite
Germany and Italy.
Yes, so I really liked Germany and Italy. Switzerland was like really close behind it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What made them so cool, do you think?
I really liked Germany for just in general, I thought it was really pretty. I really
The
liked
castles.
it. Yeah, the castles.
Yeah.
And also just like the countryside and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
it was
that,
stunning, wasn't
that was nice. I liked having, I like going on the bikes there.
The Black
roads,
Forest.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
the
Black
Black
Forest
Forest
was
was good.
amazing.
That was good.
The bikes were really cool. I really liked that.
Yeah.
I really liked Italy for the weather, which normally I don't like hot weather either, especially because I wear a lot of like black. So
Goth girl.
yeah, I got better.
You have got
I've
better.
got some colours.
Yes, yeah.
I've not shown them recently.
I guess
but
you're not showing it at the
No,
moment,
no.
but that's alright.
But you know, yeah, Italy was nice for for the weather. Being able to ride on the bikes without all the really heavy gear was kind of cool.
Yeah.
It was a little bit more aesthetic. It's all about the aesthetic.
Always about the aesthetics.
And then I remember mainly like the city. Because we went to that little cafe. Was it a city or something where we were staying? And there was a cafe. I always remember random bits that no one else seems to remember.
I don't have a very good memory.
It was a cafe and we got ice cream. And it was the one time I actually ate ice cream. And I remember because you went for a walk somewhere, I think to check on the van or something. And I ate your ice cream. So we had to quickly order.
No, do you
then
know
ice
what? Do
cream.
you know what that was? I've got a rant about this on the blog. I went to the laundrette
That was
to
it.
do our washing. And I went to check on our washing and make sure no one had nicked all our clothes. And you ate my ice cream.
I don't normally like ice cream, but this ice
So that
cream
made it
was-
even worse.
I know.
It was like, I don't really like it, but I don't want her to have it, so I'm just going to eat it.
No, it was. I tried a little bit of Dad's, but Dad didn't want to share. So
you ate mine.
and then we ordered you another
But
one.
that's not the point.
But yeah, it was really good ice cream actually.
It was
I don't
good
normally like
Germany.
ice cream, but
Yeah.
it wasn't Germany. That was Italy. Because it was the same day as we weren't wearing all the as the gear. I remember because it was so hot.
It might be in the little laundry at the bottom of the lake, so yeah, it might be in the
Because it was in like a big like. It was either a town. It was definitely wasn't. It was either like a town or a city. But I remember because we went in all the gear and then we parked up somewhere and then we went and that was nice because we didn't have to look around all the gear and stuff because it was really really hot. But that was really nice.
You hear the dog.
Yeah, proper whining.
How dare you leave me outside?
Wants to be involved.
So, let's give people some tips if they want to take their kids on a trip.
Yes.
Go on then, give tips that you think would be helpful to people.
Definitely make sure they have enough space, or definitely don't be like too because obviously if you're driving for days and especially when it's hot weather and it can get stuffy and you can't always open windows in the motorhome, especially at the back when you're driving because it's not precisely good to have like a massive window sticking out when you're driving
No,
along the road.
you can't do that.
No.
It's not good. You can't
No.
do that. Don't do
Yeah,
that.
you can't do that. It's
No.
not good. So definitely make sure they have space, and when you've like stopped driving, just space is good. Teenagers need it.
Yes.
Um,
Allow them to have their own space.
yeah.
What do you do on long drives?
Listen to music. So that's another thing. If you have AirPods and things that need charging, like the headphones and earphones that need charging, take spares. Like take wired headphones or earphones or something because like you will cry if you're on a 10-hour drive and you can't listen to any music.
And we
Or
all know how much fun it is when your kids are whining.
Yeah.
So, as adults, don't trust them when they say their phones are on charge and their laptops are on charge and their iPads are on charge. Don't believe them.
Oh yeah, that's the thing.
Check everything.
Bring battery packs is what I was trying to say. The things that you can just like the portable ones that you can just plug into your phone, or the cases if you're able to get one of those because those are pretty good.
Yeah.
I just really like a cute phone case, so I don't have one on my phone. But get one that, especially if you're like doing mountain stuff like we sometimes do, and you're going on like long walks and stuff like that, because you want to be able to take cool pictures, really aesthetic ones, and or listen to music or anything, or take videos, and then you need that battery, so
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah, wired headphones is a good idea, even though you don't normally use them. But
Yeah.
when your AirPods run out.
Yeah, or if you just want to save your AirPods for when like you're actually out and about walking, like if you're just going on a walk for yourself, and then use the wired ones when you're in the motorhome.
So, let's talk about some of the issues that we found with travelling with a child. Managing water was interesting. You'd think, having lived on a boat for as long as she had, she'd be really good at this. But it was like everything went out the window when we got in the motorhome. And because it took a little bit longer than we used to on the boat, we've got quite a big hot water tank on the boat. Yeah, you can't get 3 showers out of our hot water tank on the motorhome.
No,
You
you
can
have to
barely
like,
get 2.
you have to do like rotations, which is what we ended up doing after a while.
Yeah.
Um,
But try and make the children go last, because no matter how well we try and do it, the water when it's heated up, when it hasn't been like sitting there all night getting really nice and hot, it's never as warm, ever.
for like girls and stuff like that, dry shampoo actually works quite well as long as you brush it in decently. So where you haven't got a lot of water and you still want your hair to look really good for those pictures, or just in front of other people if you're going out and stuff and you haven't been able to have like a proper shower to wash your hair, then dry shampoo, it works really well.
Dry shampoo is amazing.
And also just putting your hair up.
And
makes it
also,
a bit better.
employ a do not spray body spray of any description in the motorhome, because teenagers don't know when to stop. And I don't know how you learn this. I don't know when you suddenly go from spraying like half a can every time you put any on to just like a normal amount. But yeah, teenagers don't know when to stop. And then your entire van smells either like teenage girl or, I guess, teenage boy. So yes, that's another rule that we have. Don't do that. Another issue we had was clothes. We all had 2 lockers. Some of us got a little bit more because some of us knew how to hide things better than others. How did you feel with limited clothing?
In office at first, I think it was a little bit difficult just because the kind of places we were going.
Mm-hmm.
So when we went to like Mont Blanc and we were going to all these cold places, like you need more space. So because I remember the little cubby hole, like once you got used to like how to fold things in a really decent way or like roll them up, it's either fold them really small or like roll them up. So when I'm packing, I normally tend to roll things up normally when I have time and I can be bothered. But at first it was a bit difficult. Like where you're going to cold places, you want more than just one outfit.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you do.
And you also want to make sure that you got enough clothes so you're not freezing. As someone who like feels the cold really easily, you
as someone who gets dragged up mountains by her dearly beloved mother.
Yep, it's not like I'm afraid of heights.
No,
like that.
no. Yeah, if you are going to drag your kids up mountains, make sure they're dressed appropriately.
Yeah, lots of pairs of tights, actually. Lots of pairs of tights, socks, or if you have got, like, depending on what type of shirts you wear, lots of vest tops and lots of long sleeve, like, thermal stuff, because that stuff you can, well, tank tops you can wear underneath any shirt, pretty much.
You wouldn't wear a thermal top.
I've got my thermal bike top.
You have
it's long sleeve, because it just looks like a normal long sleeve top, so I can get away with that, because I wear that daily, pretty much, so stuff like that is good.
Mm-hmm.
And then
if you don't know what we're talking about, by the way, because admittedly it was a while ago, we went up Mont Blanc in a cable car. In the middle of July, we had a reason for this. Why did we go up Mont Blanc in a cable car in the middle of July?
I got a side quest, as I call it. For anyone who doesn't really understand that, it's when, like,
which is probably most of my audience, to be fair, don't understand the side quest. Explain it to me.
So I'm a dork, and I just to get that out of the way.
Good, healthy mental attitude to spend here.
Right, your teenagers will understand, especially if you're a teenage bloke, right?
Ask your teenager
they will understand.
Side quest.
When you've got like a video game, normally it's like if it's a not just like a shooting game. If you've got like a proper like adventure game and it's like, you know, an RPG role playing game.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Translate for those of us over 30.
You normally have like a main goal. So you either have to. So one of my favorite games is Fable 3, and you have to basically take over the kingdom from your tyrant brother. So you basically start a revolution. It's really dorky. I'm sorry, but you have side quests. So they're like little missions that don't. Sometimes they can affect the main story, and sometimes they don't. And for this one,
is it like when you go to the supermarket to buy milk and you get sidetracked by the chocolate?
Yeah, and it's another bonus. You get extra stuff. And it's like that.
So instead you get chocolate.
Yeah, you get extra items.
So how did we end up in a side quest?
So as we were driving through France with the motorhome.
On the way to Italy. On our very first motorhome adventure.
Yes, it was. You guys saw a hitchhike, well, 2 hitchhikers, a couple of them, picked them up, and so they sat in the back with me, which was very awkward for a while, especially because I don't think the boyfriend spoke English. And they were really nice, and we were playing card games and stuff. And partway through, the woman asked me where we were going, and then I think she asked me if we were going to Mont Blanc, and I think you said yeah we were, and I was just like, I assume we are.
No, we weren't. I didn't even know you could go up at the time. It was her that told us about it.
Oh, yeah, but we said
we were going past it.
Yeah, we said
we were going through the tunnel by Mont Blanc. We were going through it.
Yeah.
But I didn't know you could just turn up and go up Mont Blanc on a cable car.
She pulls out this like little green elephant thing. It's like a key ring, and it has like little bells on. It's really cute. And she mentions that she has a friend who works at the top of Mont Blanc in a cafe. And she said that she'd pick this up, over her travels and stuff like that. And she really wanted to give it to her, but she hadn't been able to go up that way or see her for a while. So she asked me if I could give it to her, and I was just like, yeah, sure, why not? Okay. It felt like, I didn't want to be rude, and it was pretty cute. I didn't want to let this girl down, so I was like, okay, I accepted the side quest.
She accepted the side quest, having not asked her parents if we could go up Mont Blanc.
I didn't realise how.
And then we dropped these hitchhikers off, having driven about 3 hours out of our way because your dad, and he's your dad at the moment, not my husband, because your dad felt guilty about dropping they were only about 17 or 18, they were a little bit older than her. He felt guilty about dropping them off on the side of the road, so he drove them pretty much to their grandmother's front door.
Yeah.
So we went miles out of the way, didn't we? But we dropped them off, and then we turned back to go back to our destination. Jade's like, we've got to go up Mont Blanc. And I'm like, what? And she was, we've got to go up Mont Blanc. And I didn't realise it was a cable car. I'm like imagining pickaxes and full-on cold weather gear, and I'm like, no. She's like, yeah, no, her friend works at a cafe. I'm like, there's a cafe at the top of Mont Blanc? So we had this random conversation, and then there was begging. And then she showed us a very cute green elephant, and then we felt guilted into actually going up there. And to be fair, it was awesome. So if your kids, go on a random side quest, it was quite good fun. But the whole point of this very random detour was dress appropriately. Because even though it was baking hot in July at the bottom of the mountain, we went up in jeans and a t-shirt, and I think we had a shirt on. Oh my God, it was so cold.
Yeah, so I had 3 shirts on, and I think all my tights that I brought with me, which was probably about 6 pairs. So I barely fit into my boots. I then put jeans over my tights, so I was certainly looking a bit more chunky than I was. So anyone who looks in those pictures and you're like, wow, she's looking a bit chunky. It's like, I was not. I wasn't that chunky. I just had a lot of layers.
Okay? A lot of layers. But it was cool.
It was really
fun.
cool.
If you go on a Mont Blanc, got the cable car, just dress appropriately.
Definitely worth it. Although I am scared of heights. And those stairs don't feel safe.
No.
They're metal.
No.
On an icy mountain, so they're icy.
And windy.
Mm-hmm.
And then we put you in a glass box.
She put me in a glass box.
At the top of Mont Blanc, if you haven't seen it, they have a glass box bolted to the side of the mountain, and you literally can stand in it and see all the way down and all the way round, obviously apart from the bit where you walk in, but all the way around you. It's really cool. It's called the Void.
Also, you have to wear slippers when you go there. They give you little slippers to put on, because, you don't want to be stamping around on the glass with massive dot martens like I was. So, yeah.
But it was fun.
It was really cool.
It's another thing, don't let your kids not do stuff. I tend to not tell Jade when we're going to do something that I know she's scared of, like going up a cable car.
Yeah,
because
we
generally
did it in Germany as well.
Yeah, I've done it actually many times. Oh, we did it in Switzerland when we went up the Gelmer one.
Yeah, I didn't realise how high any of this stuff was. I didn't realise we were going up.
Just don't tell them.
Oh, yeah, in all fairness.
But I don't tell you or Daddy. We just turn up at these places and then I bully them into getting
I don't
on.
normally know what's happening anyway. Sometimes it'll just be like, hey, we're doing this, so pack a bag. And it's like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do I need it? Just pack a bag. It's like, okay, that's pretty cool.
What do you pack in your day bag? Obviously your phone and your headphones.
Yeah.
What else would you suggest kids take with them on their little bags?
I mean, for me, normally when we're going on long drives, I don't tend to do anything like drawing or anything like that, just because it's shaky and I struggle to focus. So for me, it's literally just phone, earphones, headphones.
No, you can't read anymore either, can you, when driving?
No, I really struggle with it, where my eyesight is already quite bad, and I can't focus on things I can't read as much anymore because
that's another thing. Well, I remember actually take a spare pair of glasses to them. Because
Yeah.
you either lose them or stand on them or sit on them or leave them somewhere where you
or
can't.
drop them down a mountain. So definitely don't, because these are the only pair I have, and they're really thin and fragile. So
They weren't the only pair she's ever had, but they are now.
Yeah.
Her last remaining pair.
not fun. So yeah, definitely do that.
Audiobooks are good
Traveling.
too. We like the Harry Potter ones. I love them. I think they're great fun. So yeah, if you want to listen to books rather than read them,
Podcasts.
They're
Download podcasts. I
amazing.
always forget to do it. There's one that I really like, and it's like it's like a fake documentary kind of thing. It's like a paranormal one. No, I can't. What's it called? No, what's it called? Do I have it? What's it called? That has
she's texting people.
detective
Okay.
story.
So while she goes off and texts people, I will share. Obviously, we love having her with us when we're travelling. It's a shame that she can't come with us anymore. But we always felt like we did more stuff as a family. We played games and we went on adventures, we went hiking, and it was cool being able to like spend time with her, really, and spend time all together. It was good fun. And I like being able to take photos of her because she'll post photos, whereas my husband won't. So that was kind of fun.
I really like aesthetic pictures. So
Yes,
I'm all about it. That's another thing. Pack outfits. If you want to take really good pictures, then make sure you like, if you know where you're going as well, like plan dramatic outfits because you get really cool pictures, and that's one of my favourite things. So like if you're going somewhere quite windy, a dramatic dress or like a flowy coat is pretty cool.
It was very cool. So from our point of view, what's the worst thing about having a kid with you?
Nothing. We're amazing.
The lack of privacy. Yes. The lack of privacy was tough for a long extended trip.
I mean, same for us.
Yes.
That's like us being me and any of your teenage kids.
Yeah.
Privacy is just a big thing. I think that's something you just kind of have to get over though. If you're going on like a motorhome thing, you gotta get over it. Well, we can't do anything about it. That's the issue.
And the problem is when you go somewhere new, you do not want to just curve them out unless you've got like several of them who can look after each other. But with Jade on her own, we weren't just going to kick her out the motorhome and say go for a very long walk. So yes, you can't really do that. So that's just probably the hardest thing to get your head around, or something was for us. And being a picky food eater.
I'm a bit better now.
You are a lot better now. It's
Yeah.
not even close.
Yeah.
But at the time, you were tough.
Yeah. Just I really, because it's like phases, so there'll be phases where I can like eat anything pretty much, and that's normally okay, and then other phases where I'll only eat like 2 things, so it becomes kind of difficult.
That phase lasted about 3.5 years, just so you know.
Yeah.
It's alright, it's just a beetle,
like
I admit, it's flying around the room, but it's okay.
It's getting closer.
It's not.
It is getting closer.
It's not gonna hurt you.
I don't
It's
care.
literally a beetle.
But it grows.
I will move it in a minute.
Yay.
I can't remember. Oh yeah, so there are 1 or 2 ways you can play this, as with many things in parenting. You can have a battle of wills every time, and we did that way sometimes. But because you can't escape each other, the fewer arguments you can have, the better. So we tried very hard to encourage her to try new things, but also to make our life easier and go somewhere like a Lidl or an Aldi where they have a lot more universal food, I guess is probably a good way. So we generally find something that she recognised that she would then eat. Because we did struggle with having to cook 2 meals pretty much every night. Because she didn't want to eat what we were eating and we didn't want to eat what she was eating. So yeah, that was fun, but that's...
Black tapes! It's called the Black Tapes! It's really
the
good.
podcast.
Yeah, sorry,
Okay.
the podcast. The podcast is called the Black Tapes.
Okay, good to know.
Thank you, it's really good. Not at night though.
So we've covered living in the van, covered what to do on a road trip. Can you think of anything else that might help kids who are stuck in a small metal container with their parents for weeks and months?
Don't assume that you'll be constantly doing something.
Yeah, there's quite a lot of chill time.
Yeah, there is a lot of chill time, and sometimes that's good. Sometimes that's fine. Like if we've been spending the whole day doing something, like I'd rather just chill for a few hours. I'd rather just, not do anything. But for days when we've just been doing nothing but driving, and I've been like sat in one spot for ages, and then like chilling out, it then makes it a bit difficult.
Yeah.
So
and also we work from the road as well. So there were days where we didn't really do a whole lot. And obviously we were working, or I wasn't working, I didn't have an online job at the time. We were homeschooling.
Yeah.
Yes, that's not so much fun either.
Just anything that you need, don't
We'll do that, we'll do a
forget.
homeschooling video.
Yes, we will.
Alright.
But yeah.
Cool. So, any more parting words of wisdom?
Dry shampoo is a saviour. Lots of clothes, lots of tights, and just things like that. If you're a bloke, get used to leggings.
Leggings?
Yeah.
Why leggings?
Because, you can just layer up underneath. You know, like how bikers, you have, the thermal leggings and stuff like that for bikers and stuff like that.
But if they haven't got a bike, they probably don't need the leggings.
No, it's going to be cold, though.
Yeah.
No, you can just suffer.
You can just suffer.
You can be cold, it's cool.
Fine.
But girls, you know what to do.
Yes, tights.
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 Just, try not to fight about it.
Be nice to each other.
Yeah, because
Which
it
I
gets
know is easier
tense.
said than done. But be nice to each other.
Yeah. And just make sure that the kids have the opportunity to just, go outside or something, and especially if it's been, long drives and stuff, so that they have space, because that's very much needed.
Well from Steve.
Yeah.
Cool. Right then, on that note, I think that's some good tips. We shared some good tips there.
Oh, good.
So thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, give Jade a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed and you want more motorhome travel and road trip tips, click subscribe and click the bell to be notified. We generally put out new videos Wednesdays and Sundays, but sometimes there's the odd random one thrown in, so if you have the bell clicked, you will know when they come out and you'll get a little notification. I will see you next time. I've got no idea what the next video is going to be, but I'm sure it'll be entertaining. Might even feature Jade.
Hey, it's been so long.
It's been so long. Right, thanks again. Bye.
Bye.
We are out. We're talking about a good time. We're chasing every moment, all the good nights. We're always looking out, and it's a good